Kennett is stuck in
traffic.
Mitchell had to go to some party
Check, 1, 2, check, check. Check, 1, 2, 1, 2.
I would like to ask for your cooperation on behalf of the administration, faculty, staff, and graduating class of 2019. So that everyone will be able to enjoy today's ceremony, we would like to invite all family and friends to use the side pavement areas with the yellow chain for picture taking. The use of this specified area would assure an unobstructed view for all in attendance. It is our hope that the aisles designated for the graduates will remain clear. In like manner, we respectfully request that all applause and other well-deserved expressions of pride are reserved until all diplomas or awards have been announced. By doing so, we believe that all parents and well-wishers will be able to hear the name of their son, daughter, or loved one. Furthermore, we would like to ask everyone to please turn off all cell phones at this time to avoid having cell phone interruptions. At the end of the graduation ceremony, students will process into the building to collect their belongings. We ask that all spectators kindly wait and remain outside until they return. Once again, on behalf of the administration, faculty, staff, and the 2019 graduates, we thank you in advance for your cooperation. Buenas tardes. Antes de empezar la ceremonia de graduación, quisiera pedirles por su cooperación por parte de la administración, la facultad y la clase de graduados del año 2019. Para que todos puedan gozar la ceremonia, quisiéramos invitar a todas las familias y amigos a utilizar al lado de la acera con las cadenas amarillas para tomar fotos. El uso de esta área específica asegurará una vista sin obstrucción para todos los asistentes. Esperamos que los pasillos en el área donde se sientan los graduados se mantengan despejados para que todos puedan mirar. De la misma manera, les pedimos con respeto que todos los aplausos y muy merecidas expresiones de orgullo y exuberancia sean reservados hasta que todos los diplomas y los premios sean anunciados. Su cooperación permitirá que todos los padres y familiares puedan escuchar los nombres de sus hijos, hijas o seres queridos. También queremos que apaguen los teléfonos celulares para evitar interrupciones con teléfonos celulares. Al final de la ceremonia de graduación, los alumnos van a entrar al edificio para colectar sus cosas. Les pedimos que, por favor, esperen afuera hasta que ellos regresen. Otra vez, de parte de la administración, la facultad y los graduados de 2019, les damos las adelantadas gracias por su comprensión y su cooperación.
atrás, yo me voy por acá atrás.
¿Dónde, güey?
faculty, administrators, and members of our community, but especially the class of 2019. Bienvenidos a los parientes, los amigos, la facultad, los administradores y a todos los miembros de nuestra comunidad, pero especialmente a la clase de 2019. My fellow students, it is so hard to believe we arrived here 4 years ago, and now we're ready to leave. We were very impatient to be high school students. Our first day of high school arrived, and most of us were very lost, confused, not knowing what to do or where to go, with the exception of the cafeteria, because we all knew where we could find food. Our only goal was to survive the first day of high school. We looked up to the upperclassmen. We thought they were the cool kids. Now, we're the cool kids who are ready to graduate and conquer the world. Sophomore year arrived, and we thought we had everything under control. Then, we became juniors, and we thought we were ready to fill the shoes of the graduating seniors. On the first day of our senior year, we were ready to rule the school. By December, most of us started to experience the unexplainable disease of senioritis. But senior year has come to an end. Our job is done, and now we leave it up to the next class to step up and take the responsibility of filling our shoes. After today, we won't be counting periods, we won't be counting minutes, waiting for the clock to give us our freedom. We won't be counting semesters. Instead, we will be counting all the accomplishments that are waiting for us in the future. Today is just the first of many. In this moment, then, let us not count periods, or minutes, or semesters, but instead, count our blessings. Be grateful for all the people who are here supporting us to reach this day. Entonces, tomemos este momento no para contar los periodos, ni los minutos, ni los semestres, sino para contar nuestras bendiciones, para estar agradecidos por toda la gente que nos haya apoyado a lograr este día tan especial. Congratulations, my fellow graduates of class of 2019. Wherever we go and whatever we do, may we always be friends when we meet again. Felicidades a mis compañeros graduados de la clase del 2019. Donde quiera que vayamos y lo que hagamos, que siempre seamos amigos cuando nos conozcamos de nuevo. Now please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance and take this time to remember our troops. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States and to the republic one nation, under God,
Oh, teachers, administration, friends, and family. Thank you all for joining us this evening to honor Kennett High School's class of 2019. It is my privilege to speak before you as we celebrate the 13 plus years of wins and losses that got us here today. Congratulations, we made it. I think that our parents, guardians, and family members are happier than we are that we graduated because they finally can get rid of us. Most of us don't realize it, but they've done more good for us than we've done for ourselves at times. They've raised us up from tiny babies, not able to do anything for ourselves, and helped nurture and guide us to where we stand today. With their help, as Dr. Seuss says, we now have the knowledge in our head, our feet in our shoes, and now we can steer ourselves in any direction we choose. Let's give them a round of applause. But we don't have to stop here. Reaching this day has already shown us how capable we are of accomplishing all of our goals when we commit ourselves to them. I hope all of us here today can take this personal accomplishment as an example of how anything is possible when you put your minds to it. As we move from this day, whether we continue our education, join the workforce, or decide to do something completely different, let us take on each new problem on with confidence, knowing that we've already achieved great heights. But just as importantly, we must always remember our roots here in Kennett Square. Behind me stand 4 members of the class of 2019 who can answer the question Siri cannot. Where do we go next? First, Kate Erzman will reflect on where it all begun, right here in this building, and all we've learned these past 4 years. Then, Kevin Lemus will discuss the determination we have as a class and our ability to leave a legacy regardless of the path we choose in life. Next, Molly Honer will reflect how important it is to grow from our mistakes and to take risks in life. And last, Elena Moss will help us recognize not only how far we've come, but also how much distance we still have to cover, and as we take the next steps into our future. Leaving here today, always remember these 3 pieces of advice from Ellen DeGeneres. First, be kind to one another. Second, no matter what life throws at you, just keep swimming. And last, follow your passion, stay true to yourself, never follow someone else's path unless you're in the woods and you're lost, and then by all means you should follow that. Again, thank you for the honor of serving as your class president, and congratulations to the class of 2019.
Our 4 years spent here at 100 East South Street has been uniquely our own. The educators here at Kennett have worked diligently to prepare and guide us to excel in our future endeavors. The science department encouraged us to be curious about our world. The social studies department reminded us not to forget about our past. The math department taught us to problem solve. The English department taught us how to discover other worlds through literature. And then the art department allowed us to express ourselves in ways our core classes could not. These lessons will be invaluable assets as we determine where we go next. The drive and determination fostered by Kennett High School has given us all the confidence to set many lofty goals and achieve them. The robotics team made it to Worlds 3 times. The track team continues to set and break school records. The boys swim team became district champions for the first time ever. The field hockey team beat Unionville for the first time in 12 years. Minithon raised over $42,000 for childhood cancer, and the members of the marching band were invited to perform in the Rose Parade. Despite those achievements, the individual roads each of us chose in our high school journeys were not without struggles. We juggled our various commitments, countless hours working at our regular coursework, preparing for the SATs, and participating in various sports, clubs, or activities. We volunteered our time to serve our community, and many of us added part-time jobs to our already hectic schedules. Along the way, though, we had our fun. The senior tailgate had more food than we knew what to do with. We enjoyed days off due to the Legionella scare, got dressed to the nines for prom, and held back tears as we walked through our old elementary schools during the senior stroll. We made memories here, and Kennett High School became home. But 100 East South Street is really just our starting point. And now, as we embark on a new journey, what we received here will help us navigate new roads as we move towards future destinations. On that note, class of 2019, remember the immortal words spoken to us by a young middle school principal. Stay gritty.
You know, when I first started high school, I thought it would be a lot more like High School Musical. I know many of us had high expectations. I was not the only person to think that. We all walked in on our first day of freshman year believing we were all grown. Some thought about how we would finally be able to walk or drive to school, join cool clubs, or do whatever thing we saw on TV, or in movies about high school. Others just thought of being one step closer to graduating. Well, today's the day. We are finally here. However, let's not forget about all the hours spent in school activities or practice for a sport, all the hours studying, and all the nights doing homework, or maybe just playing Fortnite. We have come a long way on this path since our freshman year. As good, respectable people of Generation Z, technology has always been our best friend. So, now it's time for us to ask Siri, where should we go next? Considering that today we close the cycle and begin a new one. We should be proud of ourselves, because whatever path we take today, whether we head to college, start a career, or join the armed forces, we have demonstrated we are capable of achieving great things. As John F. Kennedy put it, things do not happen. Things are made to happen. We made today happen, even though 3 years ago, in our sophomore year, biology made many people struggle. And for those who enjoyed it, you can continue to blame your genetics for why you do not have a certain color of eyes. Most importantly, our hard work has demonstrated we do not need to be geniuses to accomplish great things, that those who are considered average can be successful. We are all different, and we should all navigate our own individual back roads. We can all travel different routes, see different things, have different experiences, but in the end, reach the same goal. Today is proof of that. Class of 2019, we are an example of hard work and determination, of appreciating differences and embracing individuality. Always remember that no matter where you go or which back roads you take, you should leave a legacy. You can and should achieve greatness.
Failure is not an option, but making mistakes and recalculating is. When you make mistakes, you learn more than if you had initially succeeded. By that measure, we all learned a lot throughout our 12 years of school. But we made it through and thrived in doing so. And that will continue to be the case in whatever we may choose to pursue next. Somewhere in the past 4 years, we've all done something that might make us cringe to remember. As we look forward to the next 4, we should remember those missteps, carry them with us, and learn and grow from those experiences. Those missteps might have been countless trips on the stairs, wrong answers in class, or forgetting work on our desks at home, but they all taught us a valuable life lesson, no matter how small. It may have been to not text and walk in the hallway, but it was still something Kennett taught us. We didn't just learn in school, however, but in our other activities as well. Our clubs and sports taught us the value of teamwork more than a group project ever could. Whether we spent 2 weeks training in the heat of summer for preseason, 6 weeks working on a robot, or countless hours planning mini-thon, we learned how to communicate and creatively problem solve. And whether we won or lost, achieved our goals or fell short, we still arrived at solutions more complex and meaningful than those we reached simply by completing our math homework. We can't always be sure the next step we're about to take is the right one, but sometimes taking that wrong turn ends up helping us see where we should really be going. Such amazing discoveries as penicillin, Velcro, and superglue were the result of a wrong turn. We can achieve the same if we allow ourselves to try something new and take advantage of all the opportunities around us. Siri may know the fastest way to get somewhere, but it may not always be the best route for us. We must allow ourselves to be in it for the whole journey, not just the small part of it we're on right now. So class of 2019, continue to make mistakes, take risks in all you do, and recalculate if you need to. We will all continue to become better people because of it. As I reflect on these past 4 years, a quote by Toni Morrison comes to mind. Being your own story means you can always choose the tone. it also means you can invent the language to say who you are and what you mean. As we take these next steps in our lives, college, a career, a future, we must remember these words. And remember that every decision we have made and will make shapes the story of us. Some of your stories began on the playground of Mary D. Lang, in the halls of Greenwood, or hanging with the New Garden Bulldog. Some of your stories began in another state, or even another country. Some of your stories have twists and turns, ups and downs, highs and lows. But all of our stories have led us here, to this day, to this moment. Class of 2019, we have made it here together. Soon, we will be considered alumni of Kennett High School, and we will look back on all that we have accomplished, and we'll look forward to all that is yet to come. From the day that we first walked up these steps as freshmen, to this day, when we walk down them for the last time as seniors, Kennett will always be a part of us. In these next chapters in your story, you are the main character. There will be loyal sidekicks, evil villains, and several plot twists. But every good story, the ones that keep you on the edge of your seat, the so-called page turners, has these elements. So, my fellow students, I implore you to keep writing, to keep adding pages and chapters, to scribble in the margins, and to never back down from trying new things. Each story is unique. Each of our stories has started differently, and each one will end differently. But this chapter we have written together. And because we have written together, we have the privilege of sharing these memories and stories as well. As we have expanded our story these past 4 years at Kennett, one tone has become evident in our class. We are driven. We as the class of 2019 have driven ourselves to set new school and state records. We have driven ourselves to achieve unmatched academic awards and to create new opportunities, and furthermore, to take those opportunities, grab the wheel, and go. I have full faith that we will continue to be driven and to drive others to want to find the best in themselves. This small chapter in each of our stories is coming to an end, but a new one is close behind with new adventures. Embrace them. Keep smiling, keep dancing, keep striving for more, keep achieving, keep trying, and if you fail better next time. Keep being driven, keep supporting your peers, keep asking what's next, keep inventing your own unique style, keep impacting others, keep stepping on the gas, keep adding to your story, the story of you. And now, the page turns.
this time, would all the seniors who have received a college scholarship or award please stand? It is my pleasure, it's my pleasure to announce that standing before you are 107 seniors who have earned 294 college scholarships or awards that have a value in excess of $10.1 million. These seniors and their specific awards are listed on pages 18 through 25 in your program. Seniors, your hard work has definitely paid off. Congratulations.
Good evening. Let me begin by congratulating the proud parents and other family members here tonight. You poured your time, guidance, energy, sweat, tears, and love into guiding these young people toward this very special moment. I also want to thank you for trusting the Kennett Consolidated School District with their education. On behalf of our teachers, I can tell you that it has been our pleasure to educate and care for these students. They have enriched our lives in so many ways. I've been asked what sets the Kennett faculty apart from others. My answer is immediate. This faculty is among the most competent and caring I have ever encountered. I know their hearts are full as the class of 2019 earns their diplomas tonight. I would also like to offer my deep appreciation to our members of our school board, all of our faculty, staff, and administration. They have all had a role in the education of our students, both here at Kennett High School as well as at our Technical College High School Pennox Bridge campus. Their dedication, talents, time, and caring has benefited all of our graduating students. And of course, congratulations, seniors. You have worked extremely hard and you have grown and matured. Each and every one of you is valued, and it is my great pleasure to stand before you tonight as you achieve this important milestone. You will receive more unsolicited advice tonight than perhaps at any other time in your adult life. I hope at least something said here will resonate with each of you. I would like to share these thoughts with you, and I do promise to be brief. It has been my experience that those who give their utmost in all they do are the most fulfilled. They tend to be the most positive and ultimately the happiest. Find something that fills you with passion and joy and give it everything you've got. Along the way, there will be drudgery. Not every day is filled with fun or adventure. But find a goal, find a pursuit, find a class, a major, a career, a cause that is worth getting out of bed for each and every day. Work hard to make a difference. There is a lot of talk in our country today about the notion of grit, the ability to work relentlessly toward a goal. The researchers who study gritty and successful people find they all have similar characteristics. They are passionate about what they do, they work extremely hard, and they are optimistic. Research also shows that optimism can be cultivated, and for many, this trait is also one of the keys to a happy life. Each of us will encounter misfortune, everyone does, but your attitude can make all the difference in how you handle it. And each one of you will make mistakes. Again, everyone does. Your teachers have been telling you for the last decade that mistakes are how we learn. Perfection is a myth. Mistakes are not fatal, they are an opportunity for growth. The way you deal with your mistakes and what you do after each mistake is what is most critical. Do you reflect? Do you adjust course? Do you make repairs when needed? Do you seek guidance and support? As you leave Kennett High School and move into the next phase of your life, I also encourage you to remember that life is more like a marathon than a sprint. Each of the adults sitting in the audience can tell you that life goes by very, very quickly. One day you'll turn around and ask yourself, where did the time go? Right now you have the gift of time on your side. Enjoy that. It's precious and not to be wasted. Take every moment you can to explore and grow and learn, and never ever stop learning. Along the way you will encounter many different personalities and types of people. You'll likely find yourself working at some point with difficult colleagues or co-workers. You may be challenged by professors. Not everyone will agree with you. You may find yourself locked in a political argument. But remember, every single person you meet or interact with deserves your respect. Respect yourself, respect your work, and respect each other. Baseball great Jackie Robinson once said, "I'm not concerned with you liking or disliking me. All I ask is that you respect me as a human being." Here at Kennett, we have tried hard to emphasize, nurture, and even require respect. We're all very different. We look different. We think differently. We hold different views and sometimes even different values. We come from different backgrounds and experience. But respect for mankind is the value we must all hold dear. I hope you take this as something that you'll carry out into the world. Graduating seniors, I hope that no matter where you go, you will always have the support of family, friends, and staff here at Kennett. I know that you have developed the skills and perseverance to reach your goals. Again, best wishes on your accomplishment. Show the world what Kennett graduates are made of. On behalf of the faculty and administration of Kennett High School, I hereby certify that the class of 2019 has met the requirements of the Pennsylvania Department of Education and the Kennett Consolidated School District and is eligible for graduation. It is my pleasure to present the class of 2019 to Mr. Joseph Miola, President of the Board of Education. Mr. Miola, the class of 2019.
Hello everyone, it's great to be here this evening. To all the students, on behalf of everybody in the school district, I was going to start naming everyone if I do, and if I forget somebody I'll get myself in trouble. But on behalf of this whole school district, we're so proud and so happy for your graduation this evening. I want to take a moment, as I've done, this is my third graduation speech, I do want to take a moment to recognize the wonderful students that last night at the baccalaureate and here today, the beautiful speeches they delivered. It's not easy to get up in front of your peers and speak. And I just want to take a moment to say I thought this year's speeches were wonderful, very well intended, and I'd like to take a moment to thank those students who spoke. Okay, for those of you that have been around the last 2 years when I gave a speech, I do a little something. It's a bit of a tradition. And this is for you students. You've been sitting for a while, haven't you? Why don't you all stand up for a moment? You're all wondering, what is he up to? Students, if you turn around and take a look, there's an awful lot of wonderful people here tonight, and there's also an awful lot of wonderful people who can't be here tonight. I want you all students to take a moment and thank your parents, families, friends, and relatives that are here tonight for your success in this graduation. Thank you very much. You can all sit down now. Okay guys, the way that was supposed to work, you were supposed to clap for them, not them for you. We'll try it again next year when you all come back again, right? All right. I want to get off track for a very quick second. And for those of you students, obviously, that are graduating, we kind of too have a little bit of a graduation going on ourselves. You folks are moving on. You won't be here next year. We also have some very special people who are also kind of graduating, retiring, and who won't be here this year. I want to just take a special moment on behalf of our district to thank some very special people for their years and years of commitment, time, energy, and passion to every one of you students. To Dr. Tomasetti, I want to thank you for all your efforts. To Ray Fernandez, I want to thank you for all your efforts. Ray last night gave a beautiful speech at the baccalaureate. It came from the heart. It was a beautiful speech. And I thank you for that, Ray. And I also want to thank one more person, not from the high school, but from our district, for many, many, many years of devotion to our school district. Susan McCardle, principal at New Garden, is also retiring. Susan, thank you, wherever you are. Folks, the last 2 years, my first year doing this, I kind of gave an example of something that my grandfather shared with me during my graduation, the night before my high school graduation. Last year, I also mentioned something about my daughter graduated from the University of Pittsburgh, and the mayor of Pittsburgh, his name's David Peduto, gave a wonderful speech to the graduating class. But this year, students, I want to say something to you all from my heart. I have 6 things I just want to share with you. You may have heard some of them already, but I just want to share these things that I feel are important to you as you start a new chapter tomorrow. First and foremost, be strong. As I mentioned, you're going to start a new chapter in your lives tomorrow. Be strong. You're going to be hit with some new challenges and new things that are going to come your way. Believe in yourselves, but be strong. Secondly, be patient. You don't have to solve your future tomorrow when you get up. You don't. So be patient tomorrow, what tomorrow brings. Think through things, but be patient in what you decide to pursue and whatever path life takes you on. Students, no task is beneath you. You got to work hard to get where you want to go. For years, I pumped gas. I worked for a catering company. I bartended. Nothing was beneath me. You have to work hard to achieve accomplishments in your life, so just please remember that. And I think you've already heard this one too. Don't be afraid to fail. You learn from failure. I did. I tried to start a business twice, and the first time I failed, but I learned from it. Don't be afraid to fail. Failure is a building block for accomplishments and success. I think you've heard that expression in different ways before, but failure is not the end of the world. So don't get yourself down when you try something and it doesn't work. Get up, brush yourself off, learn from it, don't make the same mistake twice, and move on. This one kind of hits home a little bit. Enjoy each day like it's the last day of your life. You know, just a couple weeks ago, we lost someone very special in our school district, 41 years old, Corey Brown. She was talented, beautiful, incredible woman. And suddenly, at 41 years, she was gone. So I ask you each, enjoy each day as if it's your last. You don't know what tomorrow's going to bring, so make today a good day for you. Do something nice. And finally, and last but not least, guys, I just want to share this one thought with you. It's about kindness. It's amazing when you're kind to other people, what kinds of things come your way. You start to feel positive about yourself. It's amazing the adrenaline you feel and the power you feel inside in your heart and in your soul when you do random acts of kindness for others. Get up every day and be kind to others. Be kind to your friends. Be kind to your brothers and sisters, although sometimes they'll drive you nuts. But be kind to them. Be kind out there. Open a door for somebody. Say thank you. Random acts of kindness are very, very powerful tools for success. And I'll close with this. You know, I can't wait to see where life will take you next. But wherever it is, our prayers and our thoughts will be with you. Thank you.